Hello, good evening, Mr. Nolan Goldfain.
Good evening, Avner.
I understand that you have something to add add some comments which we didn't do before.
That's right.
About Donald Trump,
yes,
and
Donald Trump.
And Hitler, Rotten Clinton, and this stuff.
Right, now you are correct in that assessment. Well done, Avner. I have many things to add. Originally, I thought that Hillary Clinton was going to be the President of the United States.
Yeah.
I gave her a 95% chance, and I gave Donald Trump a 5% chance. I'm very glad.
You were not too optimistic.
I was not too optimistic.
Unfortunately,
but I'm very glad that I now give Donald Trump a 55% chance, and Hillary Clinton has fallen to 45%. It's a very big change in my poll, and I hope to see Trump doing even better.
And what about Bernie Sanders?
Look, Sanders, if he's a friend of Israel, that appears to be seen. I'm not sure. He looks okay, Sanders, but I don't see him beating Clinton at all. And if he doesn't beat Clinton, he won't run against Trump.
Too bad. I mean, even though he can also run against Trump, I would say Trump is the best candidate so far.
I think so.
Yes, but theoretically, Sanders can run against Trump and also against Hitler, Rotten Clinton.
Right. Now, Sanders could be good. The problem is he seems to have many anti-Israel people in his camp, whereas Donald Trump seems to have only pro-Israel people.
Yes.
Look, I myself was like most people. I did like Donald Trump from the aspect of business. I read his book, The Art of the Deal, and I did like him a lot. But I also have a friend in South Africa who disliked Trump a lot. And this friend was a very clever guy, an elderly gentleman and a very wise man. And let's not say anything more, but he had certain connections. Now, after assessing the situation, I personally believe Trump is a very good candidate. I was worried. I thought he looks like a loose cannon. No one needs someone like that as president. But I now feel he would be good. And the difference is like this. Trump comes across extremely bad in public speaking. He looks like a mess. He looks like he could ruin the world. But the thing is, Trump is a very experienced person in negotiations. This is what he's done in his company, and I personally think he's got strength of character. Look, Barack Obama is one of the best public speakers I've ever heard. Okay? Now,
all right, let's say.
Now, he wasn't so good as a president. A guy can be a very, very good public speaker and get the imagination of the public and appeal to the public, and the guy's skills as a president can be very limited. This is what happened with Barack Obama, unfortunately.
Oh well, all right. For warmongers, he was excellent as a president, and so was Bush, and so was Clinton.
Right.
For warmongers.
Right. Look, Barack Obama was probably the most charismatic president they've had in a very, very long time. And the way he spoke, I've recently watched some of his videos on YouTube, and he spoke very well. But the problem is this. There's a very big difference to a guy who speaks very well and to a guy who can actually run a country. I might be speaking very well on this video, and I might know absolutely nothing about running a country.
Yes.
Or I might speak very badly on the video, but I might know a great deal about running a country. This is the problem. And this is what happened with Obama, I feel. Look, that Yamach Shmor who arose in Germany 70 years ago,
yes.
And I don't compare Obama to that one.
But he was also for warmongers, he was also an excellent leader.
Look, the Yamach Shmuel, and I'm not saying Obama is anything like that.
Well, all right.
But
I
anyway,
don't know why not,
that
but
one
okay.
in Germany was a very, very good speaker, probably better than Obama, you know.
Yes.
And that guy is probably the worst example in history of anyone who should be running a country. So it just shows you that, although I don't make comparisons, I'm just trying to say that sometimes a very good public speaker might not be the best candidate for the job, and a guy who doesn't even know what he's doing when it comes to public speaking might be a very good candidate. And I don't say that Trump doesn't make some very powerful arguments. I mean, the guy, in his own way, he is impressive.
Yes.
But he might be a very good president. And I personally feel he would be a lot better than Hillary Clinton. And I think the fact that there's been a circus, like a kind of media circus over Trump's speeches and things like that, it's not indicative of how he would be as a president.
Yes. And
I'm personally optimistic.
all right, let's really pray to God, because really the world needs some peace. And if war, so only war for just things like, well, whatever. All right, so let's hope that the next president of the United States indeed would be Mr. Trump, and also that his crazy ideas about building walls and forcing Mexico to pay for that, it's only a kind of speech, but
it's only a speech. It's only an idea. We all have ideas.
Yes,
Leonardo
and it's
da
not
Vinci.
serious, and
Yes.
it's not serious.
Leonardo da Vinci had many ideas, and some of his ideas are only being implemented today. You know, he thought of a helicopter. He thought of a tank.
Yes, Leonardo da Vinci was a genius. Yes,
He was a genius. He thought of a paraglider.
yes, but he was serious in what
He
he
was
thought.
serious. He was a very serious guy, Leonardo da Vinci, and sometimes an idea is a great thing. You know, the world
Yes,
runs on ideas.
yes,
It doesn't run on stupid music and Hollywood and sex. These are stupid things to think the world runs on. Okay,
yes. Even
it runs on
though
ideas, and that's the
people
truth.
are attracted to sex and things like that, and well, but anyway, all right.
What is the thing that pushes humanity forward? We've got to say that this is the world of ideas. You know, Leonardo
Yes.
da Vinci is a man, ironically,
ideas.
we study him for his art, and he became famous for his art.
But he had other ideas. Yes,
Actually, his other ideas were probably 80%
Better.
of his life. He thought he was going to be very famous as a writer on anatomy, and he thought all these things, his inventions, etc., would bring him fame. He didn't actually think that he would become famous from his paintings.
Yes.
This is the irony in life, and this is the irony in the world.
all right.
I wish you all a very pleasant evening.
All right. Thank you, and
Thank you
too.
also, Avner.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening.